1.
Centuries ago, the land of Danae was settled by the 11 primary gods who carved out a homeland for the elves. Over the years, elves fought against waves of invasions from humans, dwarves, gnomes, and more. To prevent further incursion, a group came together to create a ritual known as the Sundering that would separate Danae into its own demi-plane. This led to points of planar instability where denizens of the other planes broke through. In land on the verge of war, with constant planar invasions, here our adventure begins. This is Fadehome. Hi, I'm Olivia, she, they pronouns, and I will be playing the Dungeon Master. And now, to get to know our cast, let's start with Bobby.
Hi. I'm Bobby, and I'm playing Swish Mythweaver, an Air Genasi Tempest Cleric of Lear, the god of water, navigation, and storms. I'm a free spirit with an adventurous soul. My history of less-than-legal activities, rocky relationship with my temple, and loss of my best friend taught me some valuable lessons about the harsh realities of the world and protecting those you care for. As my younger sister stepped out of the nest on her incipient adventure, I intended to use these lessons to guide and protect her. But along the way, I found I'm learning just as much from her as we seek answers to questions of lost ancestry and lost time together.
All right, speaking of that sister, Faye.
I got something to say to Tommy. Why are you whispering? Why are you whispering incipient like it's fucking Voldemort?
Incipient.
It's a good word.
Yeah, it's just a good word. Word of the day.
It's a great
every
word
day.
from Parcel Tongue, I'm sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes, I am.
Hey there, everybody. Fuck J.K. Rowling. I'm Faye. How you she her pronouns? Fuck you. I'll be playing Scylla Mythweaver, a not as confrontational or as gremlin energy as I am, but making it work. She is a Star Genasi Runechild sorcerer with a bit of bardic flair thrown into the mix, along with a family history that stretches back all the way to Divinity times, back when the gods first left this world. I've lived a pretty sheltered life up until recently. This is my first time away from home, my first time wearing pants, which is amazing. They go swishy swishy, not to make a sibling reference. My older sibling, speaking of, in case you can't see the family resemblance, found a story about the first Mythweaver that contradicts the narrative I've been told my entire life. Now I'm out in the world. I'm partially regretting decisions that led me to here, but I'm happier being able to be with my big sibling and meeting so many new people. Out in the world for the first time, I get to see all the beauty. Speaking of which,
Briar.
Hello, my name is Briar. I use they, them pronouns.
Who's that?
This is Briar. She identifies as several problems.
Sorry.
I believe that.
And and I will be playing Alder Lunarfell, a Fearbolg Ranger. Also they, them pronouns, though. The party found me in a shed, being experimented on by the wizard. And
Wizard.
the derogatory. And over the course of this adventure, I have slowly begun to open up to people. That did not work well for me in the last couple of sessions, unfortunately, but I also don't think it's going to work very well at this whole fucking wedding situation. Not looking forward to that, but maybe it will be all right if I'm with the party and if I stay away from it on a rooftop with Sarah. So we'll see how that goes as we take this to the dad of the party.
When has the party ever been shelter from chaos? Hi there,
Daddy.
Hello, folks. I am Thomas. I use he, they pronouns, and I will be embodying Fiddick Asterfin, a
Daddy.
fawn Way of Mercy monk. roped into a deal that might have been disingenuous from one of the darkest aspects of the goddess of death, I now have to face the fact that my lost daughter might be beyond my reach. For now, with the High Priestess of Fiacra promising peace to my daughter's soul, I've put a hold on reaping souls for Okris, I'm going to say it right, probably in a month. At least until I find a way to give her back the life that the Wild Hunt took from her. For the moment, I grit my teeth, clench my fists, keep my eyes open for a solution that will restore everything to how it was supposed to be.
All right.
This is Fadehome.
Do any of you guys have requests for the lore corner?
Well, I do have a question, since we're going to the siblings' home. The fuck is there?
Well, I can pass that to Faye and Bobby. Probably more Faye, I'm guessing.
I did more of the area lore, family lore side of it.
So,
Take us away, Faye.
So what is there? Turns out people are there.
And cows.
And cows, which are considered sacred.
And one less cow than there used to be.
And one less cow than there used to be because of a certain family member that will not be named.
What about minotaurs? Are minotaurs half sacred?
Depends on who you ask.
Yeah, but the village or the place we come from is called Sibva, named after Darth Sidious, or the cat formerly known as Motherfucker, or currently. But it's just another town that's mostly elves. They have a connection to some sort of strange entity that came, like my intro says, that came around during Divinity times, that sort of infused their knowledge of the Aether into the village through mostly tattoos, and then of course leaving behind a bloodline, which I'm guessing, considering how small towns kind of, eventually all, fuck one another, not for lack of a better term. That's the term I want to use. They may or may not have a stronger connection to magic or the world around them that manifests more strongly in the direct Mythweaver line, as you've seen with how Cirla is like the night sky, and how that can branch off into other elements of the Aether magic, like air genasi, like Swish, which tend to be more rare than Cirla, because there's one Cirla, or one Nyx Born, I'll say, is what Cirla is. One Nyx Born every generation.
I don't think Cirla has ever used that word with the party, has she?
No.
And do I understand correctly that your village, your civilization, country, does not have a written history? It's all tattoos.
It's oral history.
Oral,
much
and
like the druids of the Celtic, origin. They purposely don't write things down.
Yes.
And so that tradition is followed also in Sibva, where there are definitely druids there. The current druid is following the traditional, tenets of basic elven society, but again, it's been influenced by an outsider in the Mythweaver. So there are things that look different in this particular village, like when I talk about, say, the introduction of the Haka, or how maybe some words that were replaced in the local language with some primordial words, that kind of thing. There are things that are outside influences that don't really match up with Olivia's like Irish or Celtic based world, because that's kind of the influence of an outsider, wherever they may come from, which I think I've hinted at a little bit, like when remember when Sarah did the first explosion ice sculpture?
Yeah, I remember.
And it was the statues looked like eldritch abominations. So
It's that.
who knows?
Me. I know.
Y'all are warlocks. Don't try to hide behind druidic teachings and haka and shit. Y'all are warlocks.
I don't know what
Warlocks.
you're talking about.
I'm gonna blow this thing wide open.
But it's so locked.
Yeah, well, yeah.
What are you gonna do with the lock?
Smash it.
As I'm
Yeah.
Smash or
Um,
pass.
Well, is there anything else you wanted to know specifically about, like, I guess my part of the vision I've had for Sidva and the Mythweavers, and because I think y'all know like the basic story by now is that, like, you know, the first Mythweaver, the original Mythweaver, suddenly appeared and spread story and power, tattoo, knowledge all over the continent, maybe worlds beyond. Like, who the fuck knows? Because there are stories coming up from other places too, where like, oh yeah, it wasn't a rat in a bucket, it was a scorpion in a tin can, in a soda can, you know, kind of shit like that.
Yes, the soda cans.
The soda cans, which are
So
now
When I
can't.
was
Stay away from me.
banished to the wilderness, I woke up with a scorpion in my sleeping bag one morning.
Gotta stop being banished, man.
Did you make friends with it?
I just kind of looked at it and then like got out of the sleeping bag and kind of like shook it out, and then it wasn't a spider, so
They're
Yeah.
very
Didn't
close
happen-
cousins, though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
didn't
I don't
happen to
know,
me,
me?
but two cots down from me during basic training, we had one guy woke up with one in his sleeping bag. Woke up the entire tent too, with the screaming.
but so if there are no other questions, I can get to recap. So this whole debacle started with some pirates that tried to steal from the party. Things happened. Pirates died. One of them got his soul sent somewhere / eaten and obliterated. Who knows what happened? Fiddick. Anyways, the point is, the party owed a favor to the priestess of the god of death, Fiachra, who gave them a few mission ideas, and they decided they wanted to go to a giant temple. And to do that, they were going to pass through Angarav, up through Sidva, skirt around the base of the Cogcoal Mountains, and then over to this island over here on the northeast. However, currently in Angarav, in about 12 hours, there is to be a wedding between Kenneth, a prominent member of the Elvish nobility, and the princess of Amalusia. So, pretty big stuff happening. And her name's Miria. And the party on the boat there had a run-in with a Harengon with the ability to possess people. And that didn't go well for Alder. And then the Harengon got beat up by somebody. and
Yes.
is
Did it
currently
cough?
in chains and exiting the boat. Before that, before we hop in, Briar, please roll me a d20. You can use dice if they're on hand, or you can use the oh, hello there, VTT.
The man, the
Nifty
myth
little
himself.
majig. That's a 19. Is that a good roll?
Wait, did I say d20? I meant a d12.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You did say in
I was
fact
like-
D20.
I was like, 19 is bigger than 12.
In fact, it is.
Okay, d12, please.
D12.
Well, that was an
My
8.
bad.
Okay. Keep getting smacked in the face with Sid's tail.
Ah, that is the man, the myth, the legend. That is named after. Well, that we named after the town. Yes.
Okay. Interesting. Also, Sid and Vader used to be named Chonk and Bear. So,
Like the shelter? Or...
yeah, by the shelter when they were little kittens.
What did they
She was
do
named-
to earn
okay.
their war name?
Yes.
Their hero name?
Was Frere
I-
named?
Subway. Her litter was named after sandwiches.
Eat fresh.
So it was like
Tabaxi
Subway,
was-
Quiznos.
One of
Tabaxi
them
was
he never-
Ferdinand.
Ah.
Oh, that's so cute. Not as cute as Tabaxi, but it's cute.
Yeah.
Just imagining Ferdinand on the rough streets of
spelled with a
Chicago,
U?
was it?
Chicago. Yeah. I mean, he was really he was in, like, basically Evanston. So not really the rough part of Chicago.
Did the shelter spell his name with a U?
No, but that is his official middle name is Ferdinand with a U.
Oh, got it. Okay.
Yeah, I told Andrea that, and she says, Ferdinand?
No. Fur.
Yeah.
Persona Denan.
Persona Denand, yep.
Need to get this right, Jake Wellen.
So, you guys are awoken by the captain and gather your luggage and your Harengon.
Defeated.
And
It's our responsibility.
you find yourselves in the docks on the northern side of the river.
Yeah, I believe we
Okay.
had the last thing that happened was who agreed to take care of the Harengon? Because it was one person, and then the rest of the party was like, "Oh, this is a thing we're doing that we've just found out about."
I believe
Oh
it
yeah,
was
so
Brian.
Alder and Sarah negotiated that.
That's right. Yeah.
Partially because Alder felt really, really bad about. Actually, not even partially. Because Alder felt really, really bad about Torrent getting tortured.
Look, sometimes you gotta go John Wick on a motherfucker. Because your friends are precious. Right?
John Wick kills people.
Yes.
So does
He
Fiddick.
didn't kill Harengon.
Well, that hair and gone was about to be gone. But
Yeah.
I guess.
Would you have killed him if Alder didn't walk in?
Oh no, that was never the goal. I really
Okay.
wanted to give him a life lesson that he would remember, and I think I still achieved.
That's fair.
You definitely
He's not
created a
going to-
core memory.
Yes.
Whether that's a good thing or a bad thing.
This is a core
Who knows?
memory.
Speaking of which, hey Bobby, did Swish ever check in with their Dragonborn friend to get the belt?
I think Swish has
Yeah,
it.
Swish has it.
Oh, I thought she scared.
Your lower tail
Oh,
has
it's probably the hole. Which you
the
skedaddled
portable
with.
hole. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that was the agreement. So
Does Swish look buffer?
Swish is not wearing the belt because Swish is not stupid. Because Hesman Swiftbrand is still nearby and in our presence. So
Sometimes we have not done smart things, so I ask
Sometimes.
instead of assume.
Sometimes.
I might not be smart, but I sure ain't dumb.
I would be smart, but I'm not stupid.
Per my +1 intelligence.
Oh,
It's not a
boy.
lot, but it's still, it's still there.
Yeah, it's
Is
there.
Fryer okay?
It's there.
Is Fryer okay? They're bugging out a little bit in the background, just like
It's a feature.
tweaking. Yeah, see, like.
About to fall off.
But I think last time we agreed that, well, it was gonna be
Not
Alder and I going with Hesman, and then Swish was like, babe, not Hesman. I forget the Haragon.
The Harangon, whatever his name is.
Corin.
Corin. We'll go with
Corin.
Corin.
Corin?
Corin.
Yeah,
The
the
T.
unimportant,
As in
the
titties.
clearly
And
unimportant NPC.
And Swish wasn't comfortable with Sirla being alone with this rabbit man. And was gonna go with that group while Fiddick, not guiltily, escorts Hesman to where they need to be. And not awkwardly at all.
Yes, Fiddick is very bad when he feels guilt. And guess what? He did not feel guilt at that Haragon. Because he still felt justified. But stealing that thing, yeah, that was harsh.
You're welcome.
Of course. I'll get you back.
So we'll meet back here in like the crowd commits like an hour and a half maybe. Takes us a little bit to get out of the city and a little ways out and back in again to make sure Torin here doesn't cause trouble.
Are we leaving immediately or we staying
We're
to
we're just taking Torin out of the city, then letting him be on their merry way, right?
Be free.
really
Apparently.
That was your plan.
catch and release? All right, I'm doing something else. I'll focus on my thing and never think of this again.
I'll do my part.
I'm doing my
doing my
part.
part.
And
Would you
not
like to know
thinking
more?
about anyone else.
But we'll meet you back here in a little bit. Hi, Fiddick. And Joe. Hug him.
Okay, so do we want to start with Team Hesman or Team Harangon?
That's-
I want to
Well,
see Team Haragon start.
Okay.
Thomas,
Fair
I want
enough.
to see that.
I was gonna say I'll let the solo team decide that. So sounds like Team Harangon.
Okay. So you guys make your way from the docks kind of into the city proper. And you can kind of follow, well, I guess you could follow the river and drop him off on the riverside, or go like north of the city to kind of more the, getting into the foresty area.
North?
Or you could just,
Can I roll survival to
Pushing
see which is
lands.
quicker?
It's, I don't know if it's really survival because it's, a city. But I'd say they're about the same.
Okay.
Alder,
Alder's just gonna
do you think?
pick a direction and start walking.
Well, as we do that, Swish will just turn to Alder. Alder, do you think Harangon know how to swim? You
Not
could
throw
just
him in the river.
throw him in the river and find out.
No. No,
I'm
he's
still,
just
I'm
changed
still
like
tied
you.
up. You guys, I'm still
Yes.
tied up.
Okay. Alder was in the process of being like, The chains are going to drag him down and he's going to drown, and I don't think that's fair either. Drowning is a very painful death.
Why
Yeah.
don't we just head north and... Hey, come on, Torn. She'll not on the chain.
And as you are going north, you go through kind of a market square, and the city is packed. Like, it's packed. And it's early morning, very early, so it's more like people setting up booths and food stalls and celebrations, and there's also, as you're headed through kind of a market, a town crier, I guess, will come and say, news from upriver, the wild hunt strikes. There's been death and destruction in the town of Innistrath, which Swish and Sirla, you know to be about 7 miles downriver of Sidva.
Oh, that's close to home.
Mm-hmm.
Shit.
Oh.
You might even know some people from there. It's basically it's almost like a couple families that actually were in Sidva and kind of decided to settle in orchards.
Said it was what?
Innistrath.
Yeah.
Well,
Which
okay.
I will copy and paste for you. But first, actually, there's a game. You guys all get to guess how it's spelled.
Say it one
I'm
more
going.
time.
Okay.
Innistrath.
Nishtra?
Okay. Sending my spelling now.
Fuck, I forgot to follow stream.
Oh, we're sending it to chat. Okay, hang on.
It's a chat, yeah.
Oh, here. Send it to the stream chat. That's even better.
Oh, sure.
I send it to the stream chat.
I mean, don't you love watching yourself while you're watching yourself?
Pause.
See, Twitch always freezes on me, so...
I just pulled up on my phone.
I don't have the video playing.
I
I
don't
have to
have
shut up.
Okay,
Which,
Thomas,
for anyone
you're the
watching on
last
Twitch,
one.
you would have just seen.
I actually
Twitch
sent
section.
it in Foundry for now, but I will try to copy pasta it as soon as it.
I can just send
loads.
everyone's spellings here. Okay.
Yes, thank you.
Okay.
Thank you. I'd appreciate
Ryers
it.
is the most interesting here.
Who's closest?
Bobby.
Oh,
Probably.
okay.
Bobby or... No, I think Thomas is closer.
The Thomas send.
There we go. Innistrath.
Yes.
And
So-
Briar, you are the furthest.
That's fair.
So I get a permanent +1 to literacy checks, right?
Sure.
Amazing.
Permanent +1 to pronouncing small towns.
I would actually be great at this. Yes. I accept this. Expertise in small towns.
But as you guys make your way north and you hear about the disaster in Innistrath,
Yeah, Swish is gonna pause and be like, excuse me, do you have any additional details about that attack?
no, we just were sent to inform the populace. There might be people from there in town. They sent a rider early this morning to the palace.
Okay, thank you.
hope they're okay, Swish.
Well,
So, not, that where you're from?
A little ways away from it.
nearby.
Right.
Well, thank you for the information.
And the town crier will go elsewhere to continue spreading that message.
Right. So, you know, I'm the last person to ever suggest going home, but we can skip the wedding festivities, right? Like, I think
Alder is nodding.
I feel like this might warrant a visit home.
Yeah.
So,
the Adapla character, out of me, not Cyril, is like, oh, but Olivia's shenanigans in in this place will go to waste.
Well, then she shouldn't have set up an emergency near our home. That's on her.
that was the D12, okay?
Oh,
So blame
It's
Briar.
Briar's fault.
It was supposed to be a 19, so what was that? Like,
yeah, yeah. God told me a
straight
D20.
in our face? What was that?
God told me a D20, and I followed God like a good noodle.
Mm-hmm.
If God told you to jump off a bridge, would
Back
you?
to your childhood.
See, but you're a better God. That God was a dick face ass McGee.
Well,
I'm specifically talking about the version of God I was raised with, not God.
Never mind. I'm
well.
not that far. Just for context, Sidva is about 30 miles up the Gar River, right where this area breaks off. And Innistrath is just a little bit down from that. And they grow cherries there. Or they did.
I mean, sir, the cherries are probably
They
still growing.
died.
But we'll find out. But I mean, yeah, it's. Well, I know Briar, not Briar. Who's Briar? I know Alder is going to be in favor of skipping.
I mean,
Yeah.
not to make it.
We had an
Specifically-
invitation to a private party and everything. Fucking Wild Hunt.
Maybe we might find some details. Maybe we might find some clues for to who specifically it is. I mean, it's fresh, right? Which is
I mean,
a
we're-
bad way to put it, but maybe somebody has more information than we found other places.
I mean, someone here?
Maybe some. Well, no, I mean in Innistrath. Maybe somebody saw something.
Well, I guess we'll take care of our current rattle the chains. Our current.
Yes, let's keep
endeavor,
going.
And
Yes, please.
we'll
His
talk
name is
about with
Thorin.
You can call me what you want. Just take me up north and I will hop away.
Ah!
And that is what we do.
Okay, so you take him outside the city gates and presumably unchain him because those are valuable chains. And then he will not hop literally, but he will skedaddle.
Alder will kind of pull him aside from the other party and be like, I'm not gonna tell you to not continue shenanigans, but I will warn you that when chances this blatant have been given to you, ignoring the signs rarely leads to anything good.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna pretend I'm gonna be a model citizen, but I didn't realize that people hated it that much. I thought it was like a little nap for you guys. So this was super uncomfortable.
Sometimes lessons like that have to be super uncomfortable. It was super uncomfortable to know that you could have done literally anything with my body, and I wouldn't
Yeah,
know.
that is a fair point.
But
Fair point.
I am genuinely sorry that you got tortured, and I did not want that to happen.
Me neither. Well, if you see a wizard, who seems to be expecting me, don't tell him where I went because he's gonna be really mad.
I'll tell him somebody threw you into the ocean so he thinks you're dead.
Okay, perfect.
I don't think bunnies can swim. Maybe
I
Heron
can
Gun
swim, okay? I can swim. Rabbits, no, but I'm not a rabbit.
I'm sorry. That was
Quit
probably
being
very
racist, Alder.
And I know that cows can't climb downstairs. And with that parting shot,
Alder is going to be very confused. Why was that a question?
you're a fucking cow.
Cow
Am I?
people, cow people.
Furbolgs are
look
kind of
like
cow-faced.
cow.
Yeah, like I don't think Alder would have put two and two together.
Mhm.
Being raised by Eladrin.
Yeah. So that is, you see Torin disappear into the woods,
Into the unknown.
and
Meow.
see they're spoiled because I got up early, so I fed them early, and now they think
Oh.
they need their dinner early.
So you're starving them. Got it.
Yes, exactly. But
Ripping
with
pieces.
that, as you guys head back down towards the docks, Team Hessman and Fiddick, Hessman is going to walk you to her father's warehouse as she tells you how glad she is that, how worried she was when all of these things happened on the boat. And I really thought I was going to let my dad down. I mean, our relationship hasn't always been the best, and, well, he's finally trusted me with something.
Yeah. You know, you were a good steward of this task. I feel.
I think it's my spirit animal.
How come your relationship with your dad is strained? Let's focus on that.
Well, my mom was not his wife. It was a little bit of an inconvenient reminder. But
I see.
anyways, I I won't forget what you and Cyrilla and Swish have done.
Oh, no, please forget it. It's anyone could do. I think. So in these weddings, when gifts are given, I suppose they're all put in a big pile, and no one really.
Well,
You
no, I mean, once
opening
I
it
take
up.
it to my dad and he authenticates it, then he
Yep.
will personally.
No, wait. No, I just had an idea. Now,
Yeah?
I think that we developed a rapport, and I think that we should nurture that. So before going to your father, I think that we should have a drink, have many drinks. How about I treat you?
The sun's barely up.
Well, yes, but it's it's always 5 p.m. in the Feywild, as we all say in the Feywild. So, why not? Why not start early? It's a bad. I wouldn't advise for it. It's a bad trait. However, in this circumstance, I withdraw my rule, and let's do that. Let's do that.
Roll persuasion with disadvantage.
Thank you.
Or she's special and pretty. I
There's
don't know.
there's ever a time to roll double nat 20s, it's right now, Thomas.
Okay, I will. Here
Fives.
we go. That is a modified 9.
Fiddick, do you want to tell me what this is really about? I mean, if you like me, I just lost my husband a few years ago, and
Fuck,
I'm not
why did
really
you?
ready.
He
Fiddick
just
turns
everyone for the
around
party.
and kind of fucking swish. Yeah. Oh, that's rough. That is that is rough. It just keeps getting rougher with you, doesn't it? Doesn't it? But look, we've had, okay, so it wouldn't be just me. It wouldn't be just me. I think, you remember Swish?
Yeah,
Yeah.
very nice.
I think they should come and have a drink with us.
Oh, that's true. Swish likes boats, right?
Yes, they do. They do like boats.
Well, they might be interested in seeing the river barges at the warehouse anyway.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And that's why they will come. So here's what I suggest. I will give you, and I fumble around with my gold pouch, probably like drop a bunch on the ground, and I just grab a few, and I'm just here. This will be probably enough for, and then I realize how much I gave her, which is probably like around 17 gold. And
Yeah.
okay, well, that should get you started for a good long while. How about you go and reserve us a table, and I will be right back in the flashiest of flashes.
All right, there's a... Well, I don't know if it's open, but there's a tavern up there, and she'll kind of point. I'll
Well,
get us
I-
some drinks.
Yeah, I'm sure for this amount of hard-earned money, they will open up. Okay, I'll be right back. Don't you move. Don't you dare move and go see your father. All right. I sprint. Like
If
no
Swish
chill,
could see this,
Catch up to us.
no
pretty
chill,
quickly.
full sprint.
Yeah, so you know where they were headed and follow amongst the most logical path. And
which for me is a straight line always.
and you're just like and then the three of you, since Fiddick went in a straight line, are like, who's that individual running on rooftops? That looks like a fawn.
Me Fiddick knows them.
Huh. Something didn't go
I think
well.
Alder is just. I think Alder is too focused on people not touching them. They're just like.
I'm not touching you. I'm not touching you.
They're not touching me! They're touching me!
I think that when Fiddick finally catches up to them, I assume, I would kind of just drop from whichever nearest rooftop and just like a foot in front of them. Just like plonk.
And a halfling woman screams and drops a basket of zucchini.
I would like to use my
Not my
reaction.
cabbages!
I would like to use my reaction to grab all these projectiles,
Just
key
snatch
point,
and
put them all back in the same basket.
Roll acrobatics.
That's my skills, kung fu. There you go.
Oh no, I'm not amazing at acrobatics.
Cheat point for advantage? Cheat point for advantage?
Sure.
Thank you. I will use a cheat point. So that is a.
Oh,
crit.
now you roll natural 20.
It was
Okay.
disadvantage, Faye.
So
Well,
you
maybe
like
you should
do
roll
a
succeed at 20.
3-point landing and then just like
All the
sweep
zucchinis.
over like zucchini, basket.
Zucchini, 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 zucchini.
You know,
And,
some people have better better catchphrases. You know, stab, 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 or like, I don't want mine to be zucchini, zucchini, zucchini. Ideally.
That's not your catchphrase. That's your theme song.
Oh my god, that's
That's
worse.
That's the beat to your diss track.
I will very gently hand the basket of perfectly placed zucchini. They're also like in a beautiful kind of Japanese style arrangement. Sorry to have startle you.
Are your knees okay after that?
No, haven't been okay since I built the home, and I have to say that drop did not help. Fitting. That's so swish. Just the person I wanted to see. What a coincidence.
Meanwhile, Swish has like their sword half drawn, like, what the fuck, Fiddick?
You are requested for a late morning of merriment.
Right.
Protection from good and evil.
Are you having a stroke?
Fiddick's acting weird. I cast protection of good from good and evil on Fiddick.
Some toast. What?
The evil was already within him.
First of all, Fiddick,
Yes.
Are you okay? You're acting very strangely.
Yes. You may be right about that. Grab you by the shoulder, take 2 steps away, kind of lean over near you.
Mhm.
So that belt. I've tried my best. Honestly, you should have seen me. I was smooth as butter, but I can't. Her life is tragic, at every single point. I can't. I'm breaking. I'm breaking. Swish. I need you. I need you to come with me. I'm going to have drinks to make this right.
Okay.
She's going to go to her father. The father will appraise the belt. I'm supposed to bring her there.
Okay. So, that actually works in our favor. And let me tell you why.
How?
Because we need to leave. And that gives us now a second reason to leave. You probably ran here too fast. Have you heard of the Wild Hunt? They hit Innistrath last night.
I don't know what an Innistrath is.
I can't do this with a straight face. That's 7 miles from my home, Fiddick. I'm leaving to go home. I know you have a reason to go with us, other than just because you like us for some reason.
No, I'll be there. Of course I'll be there. But she's going to go there. Her relationship is strained with her father. This is a way to reconnect with him. And she's going to look terrible, Swish. She's going to look terrible. And she's never going to connect with her father. And he's going to die alone, resenting her. And she's going to die alone, wishing that she could have done something different. And it's all going to be my fault.
No, Fig. My fault. And what would you have me do?
You're not using it. It's just as good. You want to steal it after. Steal it from her father. Come on, we can do it. We can do it a second time.
It's a wedding gift. I'm not stealing it from the princess and her groom.
What do you want me to do?
Well, okay. Well,
you know how much more difficult that would be?
Cirla,
Dr. Resistor involved in this.
I will do what I must. Cirla.
I think Sela, like, as that conversation was happening to the side, leans over to Alder. It's like, do you think he wants to stay and ask that nice gnome woman on a date or something? He's pretty frantic.
I don't picture him with really anybody. Didn't he lose his wife recently?
Daughter. But that's
Huh?
also a fair question. They haven't asked about his wife? Girlfriend?
Oh wait,
partner?
no, they would know that. I'm sorry. Honor's gonna pause and be like, I didn't think. I might have didn't think he'd be with anybody. He seems too dad-like to like somebody.
You know how people become fathers? Often. Often.
Well, maybe he
It
deserves
is.
it.
How common are condoms?
The horizontal tango.
Yeah. Honor's just kind of thinking about it. Honor's just kind of, I don't know, like, I don't know. I don't see him as like a romancing kind of person. And he's got a lot. Like, he's going through a lot.
Mhm. Maybe someone who can help him
But
with
also,
this.
I don't.
mean, if he's interested. Love's a wonderful thing,
Maybe.
right?
I mean, I'm not really experienced in romance, so I don't think I would know.
That's fair. Oh, hi. Sees Fiddick rushing to her.
Cirla. So, had a little bit of an urgent magic question. I know you like
Maybe
these.
you could be the wingman for him and Hesman.
I
What
don't
was
know
that?
what you're talking about, and honestly, I don't think I have the bandwidth. But now, with all of your story, and I do mean all, and all of your magic knowledge, do you know of a spell that could make a thing that just is very mundane look or appear very magical. Just for a time, it's fine.
Well, and I guess that's a question for Media Olivia. Does she know of a spell that's beyond her? That would suffice in a situation.
I'm trying to see what spell list this is on.
Because
Yeah,
it would be
Nistel's magic
enchant-
aura, I know, but
Go
I
ahead.
don't think it's a sorcerer thing.
It's not a sorcerer spell, so this is just in general. If something is on your spell list at a level you cast, if it's on a different spell list or it's a higher level, then you roll. So in this case, Cirla, you can roll Arcana.
Okay. And your mic is cutting out a little bit at the end.
A little.
Olivia.
Okay.
Also not 20, but I'll take an 18.
So you know that Nistel's magic aura is a spell that can make, so as written, it affects detect magic, so it could make a mundane item appear magical, or make something look like it belongs to a different school of magic. It couldn't. It wouldn't trick and identify, but you, with your 18, know, like, perhaps somebody who is very familiar with this spell could make a higher level version of it that might trick and identify. But that would be much more complicated.
Well, I mean...
Come on, don't hold out on me. Just don't.
Well, it's okay. I'm sure your clothes look fine, Vidic, but if you want, like, magical aura from it, like... there might be a wizard in town that can, like, cast a magic aura. I'm not really... I don't know how to cast
wizard
that
that we
spell.
just released.
I don't think they
No,
were
wait, he wasn't a wizard. I think he worked for a wizard.
He was a wizard.
It's in town!
He was a magician.
Yeah,
I
that's
mean,
right.
I am also very much a quotes person, so that's okay. Quotes person can do things.
But
no, that's a good idea though, because didn't Torin just say that there's a wizard in town that's looking for it?
Okay. Magician,
Okay.
specifically.
Well, wait, what's the difference between a magician and a wizard?
They have
real
different
versus
amount of
fake
letters
magic.
in their name.
Okay, so new plan. Drinking will wait. Cirla, you're invited. Alder, of course you are. Don't think you will want to be there for that. It's going to be so awkward.
Is this really more important than getting to Innistrath?
No, but if we do it quick, now we just have to hit a wizard tower. We squeeze the magic out of him. We'll pay him. And so okay.
I'll just give him
plan.
information
So
on where
we're-
Torin went, and he can probably do it for free.
Well, look, for new plan. So first, we steal the stolen belt again from her bag. Then bring into Wizard Tower. Break into a wizard's tower.
Wait.
Pay.
What?
Bring it
Fiddick.
back stealthily.
Fiddick.
Place it back inside.
Fiddick.
She gets a
Fiddick.
relationship with her dad. What?
Fiddick. We're not doing all that.
What is going on?
Alder had just been like so confused. Alder,
Fiddick, believe me when I say I understand why this is important to you. I do. But sometimes what is done, and that's just how it is. We can't fix everything. We make
Does the
decisions and we
Harengon-
live with those decisions. This one's on me, not you. I promise.
It's going to be on us, Swish. She's going to find out. And then she's going to know we were the only one. I said I'm going to look out for it, and then she'll know I was the only one who could have done this, and then we won't be welcome here. And then her dad and also the guards.
What
Hello.
did you
Hello.
two do?
So, sorry, there was a bit of wind. What did you say, Cirla?
What did you two do?
Nothing. I beat up a bunny. That's not even the situation. It's Swish, do you want to?
Why would
Inside
you
our
hold
boat,
the
these
wizard power
motherfuckers.
over the bunny?
I
Swish
think
is just
I-
gonna pull the belt out of their bag.
Oh, okay. Well, no insight missed.
And then put it back.
You didn't.
Who cares about a belt?
Someone does. I mean,
It's
I
not
don't.
just-
It's fine.
It's my word too.
I also promised. And
Yeah, after I specifically asked you to help me with this, and you did the opposite.
I was okay with you stealing. I did not know the.
No, not you, Fiddick. Cirla. That's why I didn't want to involve you, because clearly you didn't want to be involved.
And
I'm
now, look where it is now. Apparently there's something going on wrong here on Fiddick's end. And do you not think it's going to come back to bite all of us in the butt? That's it?
At this point, yeah, it's done.
Tears start falling from Cirla's eyes as she just turns around and just starts walking off towards the forest.
Alder's gonna hurry after.
If Finnick will be about to run after Cirla, but is going to stop and turns towards Swish. I promise we can get it back after. I mean, I can't promise that, honestly, but does it really mean that much to you?
The belt, no. The principle, yes. I'm going to Innistrath. You all are welcome to come or not. Thank you, Fiddick. And Swish is going to turn around and start off towards the main road, towards Innistrath.
So I would like to do an action on Swish. I don't know what the rules of PvP are. Don't worry, I'm not attacking Swish. I just want to know, could I sleight of hand their purse? Like, I don't know where you carry your gold or anything. Actually, Swish, you can tell me. But is it outside? Is it accessible in some way?
I have a backpack, so
I
everything's
generally
kind of in there.
Yeah, I generally kind of assume that most people have a bulk of their gold like tucked away, but maybe some coins in a pocket that you would know your friend where your close companions keep 5 gold,
I'm looking for more than that. I know that we were paid very heavily, and basically, I'm going to tell you what I intend to do. I intend to give her all my money and all of Swish's money, and tell her to buy like a new magic item and try to make up for it. And I don't know how much magic items are worth. First time I ever saw one was the cloak that I'm wearing, and I hope it would be enough or something. But basically, yeah. So if I could, I would try to do that. But if I think that it would be too hard or the chances of getting caught would be too high, then I'm just going to go back on. I'll give her all my money, and I've saved so much.
Bobby, what do you think? Because I
leave it
think
up to
this
you.
is on the verge of too disruptive. So unless Bobby's your...
So,
I accept that ruling 100%.
well, the thing is, I have like 1 gold, 7 silver. So,
For real, Finnick does not know this, so it's
So
not
you're
disruptive
honest-
at all.
yeah, really not disruptive at all. So, my concern is, do you want to deal with the consequences of if Swish notices you doing this?
I don't think Finnick knows what those consequences would be, because he would be able to explain. Hopefully, he will have time. Anyway, he can outrun you, so he's good. But
Valid. So yeah, I would say go for it. I guess if that's just like perception versus sleight of hand, however
Yeah,
he
that'd
wants
be
to.
perception versus sleight of hand.
For how much this is going to affect you, I don't think it's going to be too much. I just think that this is a lawful good sleight of hand.
That's valid.
It exists.
It's valid. It's valid.
Yeah. So I'm gonna try it. I'm
Lawful
gonna try-
good would be stealing the belt and giving it back.
Well, Switch also said that there was some principle there. Fennec doesn't want to cross a boundary, so
I
Fennec
dropped
is
my
kinda-
dragon.
Finnick is kind of caught between a hard place and a harder place. Also, just beat up Bunny. Got reprimanded for that. Shamed the chef. And then
Finnick
saw
going
that
through it right
same
now.
Bunny. Finnick is burning and crashing every single day. But he trying.
trying.
All right. So I'm a roll, and let's see what happens, Bobby. Good luck.
Okay.
That is a 12.
Uh-oh.
That's good. A 12 is good.
Nah.
Oh,
Oh.
you got
It's better than my
lucky.
10.
Was it true? Did you only have 1 silver and like a copper? A gold?
Yeah, I have 1 gold, 7 silver, and 8 copper.
Set it all to 0. I will take it all. And as I lift the purse from your bag, I'll just feel how light it is. I'll just.
Yeah, remember he got scammed and now he's broke.
Thus,
Which
the principle.
Yeah, which means I have 678 gold coins that I'm about to throw away in this campaign. I saved all my money. But I did buy spiffy new clothes. So, not all is lost.
Okay. So, you take as you go back down to the docks, Swish, are you headed up? Where are you headed, Swish?
Towards Innistreth.
Okay, so that would be, you would be headed up. I feel like, Fiddick, you're like, I'm gonna go, and then you realize that you and Swish are kind of headed in the same direction for a little bit, and you definitely have Swish's money.
Oh, I just like very deftly empty it in my bag, or I mean, their purse is almost empty. I stuff it in mine. It's fine.
Yeah.
And I sprint. I sprint back to her. I will have a
Okay.
short scene, and then I'll go to Innistreth. I have no clue where that is. I hope I can ask questions on the way, and meet them.
All right, so Cyrilla ran into the woods, which is not towards Innistreth.
Nope.
Well, there's a northern, and Alder followed. So let us pivot to Cyrilla and Alder.
I think Alder would just kind of like walk next to her until she was ready to talk.
He just picks up the pace until she gets to the tree line, and just kind of goes under the shade of the first tree she sees,
Nice.
and just kind of pulls her knees into her chest and just rests her head on her knees and just kind of this sort of position where she's kind of just trying to shut the world out right now.
Alder's gonna like kind of give her space and kind of sit at a distance.
And she
I
starts
start humming
crying
to
more.
Alder's gonna stop humming. And this is in their head. I should say something. But what if what I say is worse? But what if not saying something is worse? Maybe I could touch.
How do I emotion
Usually
with
she's-
person?
Usually she's talkative, but she's not talkative, so maybe she doesn't want to be touched. I don't have the tools for a hot beverage.
The mysterious case of the upset Janazi. Will Alder crack the case?
I think Alder's gonna. I'm gonna make an insight check.
I will say, Alder, that you're on your own for that. You can roll insight and decide what to do with that number, but
That's a 9.
11.
Or yeah, an 11. I'm sorry. I learned how to count in Mississippi.
oh no.
Alder's gonna like get a little bit closer. And just start like what would they do? They're just going to start like yeah. They're just gonna start gathering like little twigs and leaves and like kind of make a little flower to the best of their ability and just kind of like put it on her like top of her hand. Which it takes them a while, but they'll try to craft this like little flower and just actually no, they would craft a little star, just this little star to the best of their ability and just kind of like gently put it on her hand.
I think by the time that Alder finishes crafting the star, Cyrilla's active sobbing has turned into more passive.
It's a free action now. Yeah.
She feels the star, or some unfamiliar way on her hand.
I'm gonna. I guess I'll
Thanks.
roll performance. That's a -1. Okay. It's just a mess of leaves. It sticks.
And she thinks either like a leaf or a twig or something just like fell on her. So she just she lifts her head up and looks at the back of her hand where the
I tried to make a star.
collection is resting. And like she has this the tear streak on her face, looking like absolute emotional wreck, and then it just turns to confusion.
I
It's like,
you gave me a tattoo like a tree and lightning. I thought maybe a star would be impactful. That I'm realizing that does not look like a star. That was not my vision.
she is confused, but you have, I think, successfully stunlocked her just a little bit. And she you see at least a little bit of the tension leaving her body, as she kind of pulls herself together a little bit, wipes the tears. Thank you, Elder.
I am very sorry that you were upset.
It's okay. It was my fault anyway.
Why would it be your fault?
It always is.
So,
I never do anything right.
you have done the tattoo right. You did the conversation with the ogre right. I don't know what the Hesman situation was, but you have a pretty solid track record from what I have seen. I think letting Torn go was the right thing, and I don't think I would have achieved that without your help. I do not think that you are accountable for Swish's actions, especially if they made the decision to take those actions specifically beyond your knowledge and they are not apologetic for it. I think that is a lot of choices that they made specifically behind your back, and you are not responsible for that because you did not take those actions. You did not turn a blind eye to those actions. Something done to you is not your fault.
But I did it to them first. I could have talked about the belt with them first, but I just did what I thought was right, and now Swish might hate me, and I don't want them to hate me.
Potter's gonna kind of scoot closer. My mother used to say things that, like, thieves do not walk into unlocked houses unless they are trying to get where they're not supposed to be in the first place. Swish would not know that they have crossed wires with you trying to do the right thing if they did not try to walk into your house first. If that makes sense. And secondly, they even acknowledged that they knew you didn't want the belt stolen. So you must have discussed it with them on at least some level.
They came to me first and was hoping to steal about, and then I went behind their back.
Did they tell you who they were stealing the belt from? Or give you all the details?
They hid some, but I figured it out. I should have talked about it with them more.
I still do not think that this is your fault. I think that Swish is an adult, and if they're willing to
Saw that look,
stand
Fennec.
I mean,
And
it
if
wasn't
they're-
a judgment look. I was just wondering whether any of you were adults.
Yes.
Am I in kindergarten?
Wow.
Older is an adult. Like there's some socializing that they've had issues with, but they're an adult.
Zerlo is
Or-
traumatized.
For Fiddick's idea of an adult, you have to be this tall to ride. And so
Wow. This is the two shortest
Wow.
members of the group. Okay.
But Alder's going to be Alder's going to continue.
I think that Swish is an adult, and that even if there was a miscommunication on your side, Swish still knew that there could be repercussions for the rest of the party if they stole this item. They knew at least some degree of the risks because, from what I understand, this is a very high profile place. You don't find that many sweaty people at a not high profile place.
Did you say sweaty
that-
or slutty?
Sweaty. Sweaty. I'm sorry.
You don't find that many sweaty people at a not high profile place. So even if there is fault to be had, it is not all of yours, and I think arguably it is more of Swish's.
And she looks uncomfortable with the not your fault part specifically.
Why are you uncomfortable? Have I said something wrong?
I just think it's my fault.
And I will think it's not your fault for the both of us until you are also ready to think that it is not your fault. And my friend showed me a lot of grace for disappearing on her for the past 2 years. And if I do not think that even if you were in the wrong, that this is not something you cannot fix.
I hope
And
so.
I do think you gave a very similar message to me when I confided in you about Valant. We do not fix problems by being stagnant. If we are to build bridges, we need to move forward. and at least try to make connections.
Hey. I only have borrowed power.
You only have what?
Borrowed power. I don't think I'm good enough to fix this.
Is it just the Swish situation you were talking about? Or is it something bigger? Because this feels like something bigger than a misunderstanding about a belt.
I guess it's I just never do anything right. I tried learning new dances and I stumble every time. I mess up etiquette and I get scolded for it. I misremember details about the stories I'm supposed to pass on, and
Otter's gonna kind of put their hands on hers.
Do you think I am good with the bow?
who said that?
Given the amount of natural ones.
Yeah.
No.
Do you think I am good with the bow?
They're gonna ask.
Or with the sword?
She thinks about that. I don't think she's seen Alder draw a sword, has she?
Oh.
Like
Yeah,
briefly,
Alder's used a
maybe.
sword a few times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So just nod.
And
Not really making eye contact.
Otter's going to be like, you think I am good with my weapons, but how often have I missed and you still think that I am good? Missing is part of the process. It took me a very long time to actually take on the mantle of being a horizon walker and protecting the plains because I always faltered. I always focused on my limitations and not my potential. I still struggle, even in areas that I am good and passionate with. Struggle is how you learn, even if you cannot put words to what you learn.
Yeah. Yeah. I keep hearing yeah. I guess, but it's just even with basic things, and Swishy, they don't. They're one of the few people that actually looks at me with brightness from back home. Well, accent came out there. No, brightness. Yes. Stop it, Road. I just looked at me like I was nothing.
I do not think I saw you as nothing. I think that they had a very stubborn moment and they did not wear their face well. Instead of fully going to your level, they closed off. I have done the same thing to people, and they have also said that I have looked at them either like they are nothing or just like I did not care, and that was not the case for me. I don't know Swish as well as you do, of course, but I think the only way to solve a miscommunication is to communicate. Kind of like you told me with Valant. Even if it's scary. And even though I don't like touch, if you need me to, I will hold your hand.
And she reaches out for a hug, looks away. They don't like hugs, and just reaches out one hard.
They'll hug her, and you'll get like 3 little pats, and then the hug is done. Just think,
Yes, I've read about this. 1, 2, 3. The recipe
And that's
is
it.
done. It's healed.
Thank you, Elder.
yes.
Remember when you said you weren't good with words? To quote Grandma, that was a fucking lie.
Perhaps I have simply gotten better than I was when I said that. Because I have been with you more since I said that.
Okay. Okay. Well, let me have a place to be. Need to check in back in home. But I worry how repercussions might come. Not for us, but for Swish too. I mean, the royal. As it gets to the royal, I mean, they won't present it. They find out it's a fake, but it might come back to Swish. They'll make an enemy of the Swift brands, depending on what they have at their disposal. I doubt we could provide anything that comes close to the one-of-a-kind belt. But they'll be scrambling to replace what's been stolen. An offer of anything halfway decent would be enough to quell the short-term problems, but it would also lead it back to us. Swish is going to need help. That. Just. You have any ideas?
The only magical thing I have is my crystal dragon longbow. So I do not think that.
Question is, should we just roll the dice and hopefully they don't catch up to Swish, or
Perhaps it will be a favor situation. Surely stealing an item is not as severe as killing 3 people.
Meanwhile, Fiddick is just running through the street. Move! Move! And just pushing people into holes, traps, blades, like traps.
Throw a child into the river.
Oopa! At the tradition here.
I can't swim.
Time to learn.
What's that John Wayne movie? I can't swim. You can't what? Throws him in the pond. It's El Dorado. Sounds right.
Yep.
Yeah. At some point on the road, Swish is just gonna like find a nice tree to stop at. Their mind filled with everything that just happened. At this point, Innistrath wasn't even like the goal. It was just like get away from everyone and everything, like personal space, need space, that kind of thing.
Look, doesn't like crowds now.
Well, why don't we go to Fiddick after this break, brought to you by my starving cats.
Yeah.
Meow.
Gotta go do dishes real quick.
Yes.
So,
All right.
All right.
I'll just pause
See
my
you all
emotional
later.
breakdown
See
for
you all
the
after
next
break.
10 minutes.
You crash and burn some myrrh.
Well, and that is the line that we're starting with. So thank you for that, Thomas. As we're back.
Welcome back, stream. So where we left off, the party had split up a little bit.
Split the party.
Part of them to catch and release a bunny into the wild, and the other one to realize that they had screwed over a very nice woman who's just still grieving her late husband and trying to reconcile with her father. Then,
Also, low blow, Olivia. Low blow. You know what Fiddick's like.
established her dead husband like
points.
3 weeks ago,
Okay, sure.
before you
It
stole the
was
belt.
3 weeks
Eh.
ago.
Dead husband, who cares? Father issues, ultimate care for Fiddick.
Yeah.
So then Fiddick went to go try and make things right. Swish was like, I don't care, because the group had heard that the wild hunt, which you guys hunted down part of, struck near Innistrath, which is close to Sidva, where the siblings come from. So there was an argument about the belt. Swish took off for Innistrath. Fiddick stole his gold. And
His
when I say
gold.
gold, I mean gold. Like,
Singular gold.
singular. And went to find Hessman. And Cirla and Alder... Well, Cirla was crying in the woods, and Alder made a wicker effigy star.
That did not look like a star.
So, we will start with Fiddick.
Let's wrap it.
I want
You-
to die. Okay.
You get back to the tavern, and actually, on your way in, you've run into Hessman, who says, "Oh, I thought you'd forgotten about me."
No, no. So sorry. It took some time.
What's going
I-
on?
So I tried to stop by the market while I was coming back to try to see if they had any magical items, and I couldn't find any. They're hiding it very well in there. So, are you sitting down? I can see you're not sitting down. Let's sit down.
Okay, you sit her down.
I think I do, and that I'm going to sit in front. And I think that for a solid 20 second, I'm just going to. Okay. So it's like this. So the belt.
She's gonna look in her bag.
I'm going to look at her face while she looks at
She
the belt.
sees the decoy belt.
Yes. I
Um,
really Fiddick silently prays that someone double fucked up and kind of switched the decoy. And Swish maybe has decoy. I mean, who knows? We fuck up so often. Why don't we double, triple fuck?
It's like a double negative.
Yes, exactly. Right. So, you had asked me to watch the belt.
Yes.
While you slept, and there was many things that happened on this boat, and
This is not the real belt.
smart. So this is a situation. Look, I've not always had the best life before. I've been with some bad people, and I've taken bad turns, and I still owed some of these people, and I decided to steal it. It's no longer in my possession.
Where is it?
It's gone. It went to Fence's hand and then went away. However, after hearing your story, I wanted to make amends where I could. Now, I don't know the price of the items. I know. Terrible thief. I know. And Fiddick is just going to take his purse. Very full, I assume, considering 700-ish coins.
She'll pick it up. Is this full of platinum?
There might be some gold in there.
She'll say, then it's not nearly enough.
Look, and Fiddick is going to look at the clasp of his cloak. And, well, now I, as I said, I don't know much about these things. And, now I assume that all magic items mostly equivalent, but and very reluctantly he's going to like unclasp it and like fold it up nicely. Now I thought I could use this to make sure I have an important goal I need to achieve.
So, you sold it to a fence?
Yes, but I was blindfolded. Never saw where they were. Don't know their name. Honestly, the perfect.
And they didn't give you money?
Well, I'm supposed to receive a message 15 days to tell me where a
Business
dead
days or
drop
days?
Is. Days. It's going to be days. 15. No, 16. 16 days. And there's going to be a dead drop, and only I can reach it. But I have to find a series of clues to know where the message for the dead drop is first, and that it's very complicated. Anyway, I didn't get paid yet, and I think I will have to not stay in town for the payment. So,
How about this? I will take you to my father, and we will see if that's the story you want to tell him.
I really understand. what you're trying to do. But amidst all this, I have to say, and believe me when I say I am with what is happening, otherwise I would not be. And if you knew the trouble I'm going through, to be here sat with you.
Oh, I'm
Even
sure it's
though
very difficult for you.
I understand attitude. I'm okay. I understand. I will not be able to come and see your father. I have to disappear. And if you want to send guards after me, then send guards. But it was me, and it was me alone.
Roll
Okay.
deception.
Fuck. All right. That is really need to pass. Come on, Fiddick. You can do something.
If you have inspiration, you can add a.
So lawful good deception. After that, lawful good sleight of hand.
Mm-hmm.
Here I am, being morally gray. Now, you're saying that if I use a key point, I get triple advantage?
If you use an inspiration point, you get advantage.
I currently have inspiration.
Yes, you do.
So I will use my inspiration to try and protect Swish like a fucking idiot. So advantage, right?
Yep.
All right.
So either you can do it before I get advantage, or do it after, and see if you want to add like a D8. I think it was D6.
Yeah,
at this level?
D8 at this level.
D8. Okay.
Oh yeah, I prefer advantage at this point. So here we go. That's with advantage, so it is a 14.
So she will take the gold, take the cloak, stand up. Whoever you're protecting, I just hope you think about whether they'd do the same for you. She will walk off.
Really hope things go well with your father. And I'll stand up and I'll run back. Much lighter. Wow, I'm running super fast. Without 50 pounds of gold on me.
It's like that
Or
rock
your
wasting.
So
I think I will have kept very selfishly like five gold on me, but
Yeah,
I will have
okay.
given a grand total of 604.
Okay.
Yep. So that's it.
Okay.
I'm an idiot. Don't blame me.
So, just there is kind of like a country road leading from Angarath to Idfa. It's not like a main thoroughfare, but it will go by Innistreth. So it's not hard for you to figure out where Swish might have gone.
I really hope these country roads will take me home, and I just run.
So, Swish, you've had, it's probably going to take Fiddick like to catch up with you.
Hold on,
We'll say
how
an
long
hour.
did you cut out?
We'll
Okay.
say an hour to catch up with you. Especially because you know exactly where to go. And
I did stop at some point, but
okay, where would you stop?
I don't know. Walking for a while, obviously you know where to go. And I don't know, maybe like halfway there. Just stop kind of at the realization of like I can't just leave my sister behind, and I need to think. So I'm like, depending on how long Fiddick takes, especially if he's like just bolting, probably wouldn't be too long after that. That Fiddick would like run past and be like, There's a swish on a tree.
All right, so Finnick, you are zooming outside of town, and you see Swish just kind of standing there deliberating.
I will kind of stop, and it's not because like I have super high movement as a monk that I'm not fully out of breath for having ran so long, like dashing nonstop. I'm going to take some time. Oh wait, I don't breathe, so I'm not out of breath, but I am winded, I guess. Lactic acid. Yeah, I'm just a regular, everyday, normal sailor. Don't at me. But I'll stop like about 100 feet away from Swish, and I'll just kind of, and I'll walk much more casually towards them. Still haven't met up with Serla. What's happening?
No, I don't know. It's not.
You're going to.
I fuck everything up all the time. And because I do that, no one ever believes in me or supports me, and the people that do fucking die. And I don't know. I don't know what to do anymore.
It's it's rough. And Finnick is going to give you the probably one drink that was like on the table that she had ordered, and realized that he was running with it, and it's probably like 2/3 gone, splashed away, but there's probably like a bottom of it. Don't know what it is, and I'll just hand it to you.
Adding theft onto the charges.
Petty.
What is this?
Beats me. But hopefully it's not poison. Look,
Where did you get it?
That inn.
Why would it be poison?
Back in southern Angarath. I mean, honestly, it smelled great in there. I wish I could have stayed and sampled the cuisine. Anyway, you have it.
You went to an inn?
I've had a busy morning.
Yeah, I think we all have.
Look.
What would you
I'm
do?
not.
I don't care about the belt. I mean, I do, but like, I had my own reasons, and I don't know. I wanted Celia to be involved, and then she went behind my back, but then I went behind her back, and I
Do you?
Does she hate me?
I don't think. I don't think Cirla got one hateful bone in her bone. I don't think she is. She's worried for you. She wish you'd do better. She wish you'd talk. Do you love your sister?
I did talk. Obviously. She's one of the only people in my family who actually, I don't know, believes in me, looks up at me, thinks I'm not a complete fuck up, didn't want me to leave.
And you think you are?
Well,
complete fuck up?
I mean, she's not here. I have a stolen belt in my back.
What
would you say?
I think that's a stumble, honestly. Things have a way of fixing each other, and honestly, I think that it's partially fixed. How about you just worry about Cirla? The fact that you say you went behind her back? Don't do that. You love her, she loves you. Tell her the real thing. She's she's not the same woman that I met months ago. She grew. She's capable of hearing some things.
Well, that's what I thought too.
And what is it? What is it that you were protecting her from? What was it?
I don't know, her own feelings? Like, she clearly didn't want me to steal the belt.
It's allowed her own feeling.
I just... I don't know.
Look, in
I don't think ahead, and I do things, and I expect people to just... I don't know. I don't know. Should I just return the belt? Like, fuck it at this point, right? Like,
if you do that, I might die. So look, in this world,
what do you
if
mean
there's
by
one
that?
thing I have, it's not your concern. What I want to say is that what I learned in this world is that you can either have things your way, or you can have people admiring. You're not going to get both. You're not going to get your cake and eat it too, unless you make reparations and make another cake later. For now, you have to deal with them. You wanted that belt, you got that belt. That's fine. If she feels in any which way about it, that's her prerogative. You have to deal with that. And you can
That's
make
fine.
amends later.
I was prepared for whatever came about of me stealing the belt. I was not prepared for, I don't know, driving all of my people I consider closest away.
Look, I don't know your sister as well as you do. I don't think you drove her away. I think you hurt her. That's bad, but it's not a permanent thing. Family's forever. Whether you want to or not. And you're gonna stick by her. She's gonna stick by you. Nothing can change that. So it's really about whether you face it now or let it fester for a few days. Face it later. It's up to you. That part no one can do.
Is she coming?
Honestly, I didn't see her running here, so I am getting a little bit worried. Which direction did she go?
Well, into the woods. I thought she would
The
follow at
woods?
some point.
In the woods? Well, all right. Okay, let's. Why are we standing here? Let's.
I thought
So,
she would come this. Okay. Let's go back.
as you speak, Team Alder and Cirla, are you in the woods?
Your mic's clicking out a little bit.
Yes.
Are you still in the woods?
I think
Fair
part of
enough.
the conversation was, okay, what are we gonna do? Okay, we can do something. Like we have something to offer, but it's a one of a kind giant belt. Like there's nothing we can do about that.
So
And
much we can do.
After what
Oh, I'm sorry. I
Alder-
wasn't expecting to be betrayed by my own party. But
Oh,
betrayed.
I'm hurt. Sir, withdraw thy words.
Alder just stood there in confusion.
no, not Alder. The other two.
Yeah, Alder still doesn't know what the fuck is going on fully.
Welcome to this train wreck.
This is Fadehome.
And this
And
is Fate.
I think eventually Cyril would have like pulled herself together. And like regardless of like what's going to happen next, like it needs to be talked about as a group. So Fiddick ran off into the city to do something.
A
No clue.
mystery.
But like they're the most competent of us. They're the most adult. Like they'll be fine. They won't do anything reckless. So
I believe Swish had said that they were going to Innistrad before storming off. So
the first bit of business would be probably chasing after Swish to one, talk, and two, just try and get the gang back together, because then we can loop back, and if all else fails, Fiddick's fast. So she'll just do a course correction back onto the path towards Innistrad. Go up, or at least she'll bring that idea up to Alder.
I'm sorry, I have a screamer in the background. What'd you say?
Ah!
I just missed the last part.
You're good. She would bring up the idea to Alder to essentially go onto the path towards Innistrad and head up to find Swish.
okay.
No nod. Sorry.
So basically, just as Swish.
Oh no!
Oh,
Oh.
Um,
and it doesn't line up anymore. Oh, wow.
There it
Okay.
is. Okay.
I'm super impressed.
so as Swish and Fiddick turn around to go find Alder and Cyrilla, you see Alder and Cyrilla coming your way.
Oh, wow, easy.
They did come.
To be fair, that was a very small forest. It's 5 trees all together. We could see them this whole time.
Hey.
Do you hate me?
Oh. She looks genuinely offended by that.
I'm a walk away. Like, as soon as they start talking, I'm a whistle and, like...
You still want me to hold your hand?
Yes, but maybe Fiddick could use some company. And
Maybe
by
what-
Fiddick
I'm
use
sorry.
some company, I mean maybe Fiddick could use some company. And
Oh
by
my, how am I going to do this walk by myself?
And by Fiddick could use some company, I mean this is probably a private moment that should be between family and in a non-offensive
Okay,
way.
Okay, bye.
Runs off to Fiddick.
She just looks awkward. You just like fiddling with her hands.
Yeah. So
back
Swish
and
is doing the
forth.
same thing.
Not even direct eye contact.
Anyone observing this from a distance will be like, "Yep, they're siblings. They're doing the same same thing."
Wait, did Swish? I give popcorn to Alder as we sit like way farther. I think Swish may have casted Zone of Silence. I don't know what's happening. Is this thing on? What is this?
Wait, I thought we were giving them
I-
space anyway.
Yes.
And
Let's go
privacy.
find some mushrooms.
I do like mushrooms.
I'm sorry I stole the belt after you didn't want me to.
I'm sorry I didn't talk to you about it first.
It felt like the right thing to do, and I was disappointed when you didn't have my back, and kind of angry that you went behind it, and so, yeah, I just did it anyway.
You didn't tell me the whole truth.
No, I didn't.
It still. I'm sorry for going behind your back too. I just thought it'd be the right thing to do, and you could get a nice gift for it, and
I know. I
didn't think everything through again.
It's not like I did either. No, I should have been upfront. You're a grown woman now, and I still see you as the little kid that tagged along. And, it's not who you are anymore. And I'm sorry.
Are you still mad at me?
No. No. No, I think we've heard each other enough. We can take the belt back if you want.
I will turn this fucking car around.
You're not there. You're not there, Fennec.
I know.
And none of us know what you did.
No, we
I
did
know.
not. I mean, we could say that. I guess we could still fix this. Maybe. Oh, we did release. What was the Harangon's name again?
Torin.
I keep thinking Tolan, which is a character from our Friday group. Right? Think of this Harangon because they were raised by Harangon. Tolan's that guy. Torin. Okay. I mean, Torin had the. I guess the duplicate made. To say that we tracked him down again and took it back, or. I mean, they'll probably just be so glad to have the belt back that they won't question it too much.
I mean,
just
also,
I guess to elaborate, the reason why I did what I did was because stealing that puts a really big target on your back. The gifts for
Whoa.
the royal couple.
Okay, I did replace it with a decoy, so they're not gonna know. It's just going on display. That was my entire thought process, right? It's just going on display. It's not gonna get used. So it's like, to them, the gift is the same.
I guess Fiddick found out there were checks for it, and hopefully they still haven't.
Wait, what?
Yeah, I mean, didn't Fiddick bring it up like in the little brief like moments with us just before the confrontation? When like Sheila was trying to wrap her head around like the word vomit Fiddick was trying to say.
Fiddick asked about, concealing magic. Like, you can put that together.
It was a perfect plan, by the way.
And people as powerful as the Swift brands have a lot of both political capital and monetary value to kind of hunt down the one of a kind fabled belt, and I think both of those things make it incredibly dangerous for whoever earns their ire, and I just don't want to see you. I just don't want to see you go away again. We can say we found it on the Heron Gun and caught up with them, and they'll just be grateful to have it, right?
Right. But also, fuck rich people.
How much gold do you have right now?
Like one, I had what? Oh shit!
So 0. Okay.
Well, I haven't lost
And
my
how
coin.
much?
My coin purse is right here. No, I definitely had like a few coins.
It's okay. I was paying for your stuff anyway. So are you saying fuck me?
I had enough for like food. No, you're not rich.
I have like 200 gold.
Oh, 200 gold.
That's a lot of food.
Do you have any platinum? Do you have hundreds or thousands of platinum?
No.
You're not rich.
I
No one
feel
gets
rich.
as rich as people like the Swift brands without doing horrible things. So,
I mean, the horrible
as much
things
as
they would
I
do
want to
you,
make this right in your eyes, fuck them.
Swish, I don't.
I know
As
what
much
you're
as
saying.
as
And
it
I
would be right,
understand.
it's your safety that I care about the most. You said they do a lot of bad things. Well, they're going to do a lot of bad things to you. Under the guise of the law.
Well, the other thing is, they don't know it was me. They don't know it was us. A lot of things, especially because we did promise to look after them. So even if they authenticate it and find out it's wrong, we don't know what happened. There's no possible way they would know it was us. They have no evidence.
There's a story in 1,000. Basically, the first people to steal a thing or to kill somebody are usually people directly involved with it in the first place. So, like,
sure, I'm not saying we would be
suspect number
suspects,
one
but
would
they
be
have
like,
no proof.
I bet they can. You remember the ordeal with Salmon, and the closet wizard?
Oh.
There you go.
Oh, yeah.
that was able to, read thoughts, and their buddy can buy similar abilities, or people with similar abilities. I mean, I've seen Zone of Truth being cast a lot, and that's all they would need to be able to point the finger. Especially if you intend to use it. You'll be
Okay,
sided
so
with
anyone
a
who comes
legendary belt.
asking, I use it on them.
That's a bit extreme. I just, if you want to risk that, I'll do what I can. But I just, I love you,
I don't know.
Swish. You're
I-
the best big sibling I've ever. I mean, the only big sibling I ever had. But it's still good by default. I just, you're maybe when we have more power, that we can do the how did Grandma put it? Eat the rich, fuck the bastards.
Something like that.
But now it just I mean, well, I guess we'll be out. We still have to. We're entangled in a lot of stuff. Swish. The less
Well,
tangles that we have, the
I didn't want to go back
easier it
to
is to do.
Northern Ongrad anyway. What say we do my favorite thing and just run from our problems and into more problems because we're going home? But
Has that worked for you? The fact that you're hesitating now, yeah. I guess we should. First of all, she hugs Swish,
I love you, Sirla.
and she doesn't let go for a good 2 minutes. There was a point where probably Swish thinks, "Oh, okay," hugs over, and she just squeezes tighter. It's like, I didn't say we're
Nope.
done.
Second round.
At the same time, are Alder and Fiddick talking about anything?
We were kind of getting mushrooms.
Okay.
But
You guys
I
wanna
suppose if we're
each roll
I mean-
survival, or one of you roll survival with advantage?
I think I have a pretty good survival with five.
Sure. I'll point out good mushroom. Give you advantage.
Forage and talk. Talk and forage. It's like a good
If I'm
podcast.
not buying cool food for a while.
19.
All right, you find some good mushrooms.
Wait.
Also,
The way you said it.
and you find a small amount of fun mushroom.
There it is.
Meanwhile, I just want to remind you, since you guys, the siblings, are having this touching conversation, you're on the side of the road, which is just heavy traffic coming in. So there's just
That's fine.
tons of people watching this.
We would have gotten privacy
we're
from it.
like
We're
off,
Yeah,
Ruck would be
yeah.
like in the middle of the street, like, "I love you, Swish. I love you, Sarah."
And as you guys, as Sirla does the 5th fake out release and then hug, you do look up to see Fiddick and Alder, mushroom laden, coming in from the forest.
So those
So-
in this hand are going to be great in a soup. Those in this hand are not. Let's be clear.
That's great. Why would you pick poisonous mushrooms?
Oh, they're
besides the
not
point.
poisonous.
They're
Oh,
fun shrooms.
nice.
Fun shrooms?
Okay. So
No.
we've talked and
No.
apologized,
What?
and I think the best thing to do moving forward is to decide things as a group, because we've going behind each other's backs is not working. So, what are we gonna do about the belt? They don't know it was us. They can't possibly know it was us, but we would still be suspects.
Incidentally,
I don't
you
think we can just
guys
straight.
would notice that Fiddick is not wearing the cloak that he.
I was gonna ask. Yeah.
Yeah.
And, but we can't just return it. But keeping it might be awkward if we get questioned about it. And then there's also mind readers, and obviously the Swift Brands are pretty powerful. But also fuck them, because fuck rich people. I don't care about your tragic past. If you have that much money, you can afford to have a tragic past, whatever. But I don't know. So enough going behind each other's backs. Full that's full disclosure. What I'm thinking. What's going on? What do you guys think?
I don't want to stop this this very nice plan. Honestly, I'm so glad that you made.
What? There's no plan. I don't.
Well, yes, but how about we get going?
Where's your
'cause-
cloak?
Oh, I must have snagged somewhere while I ran.
Was
He says
that
very
Potter's gonna raise her hand.
unconvincingly.
Potter's gonna raise her hand.
2 things. That cloak was special.
Yeah.
It had abilities.
Yeah,
If it was snagged. If it was snagged, you would not leave it, because that would not be prudent.
Okay, Alder. Okay.
2, you were very, very insistent about making things right. You were presented with the situation to make things right. You were no longer insistent on making things right.
We found you in a shed. Please. Do you want to go back in the shed?
No. They have a point.
No.
Did he
No.
say that to them?
No. I'm sorry. That's me.
Where's my bat? Where's my bat?
Fiddick, how did you find out that her father was going to authenticate it?
Had a talk with her. Had a long talk with her. And I'm a bleeding heart,
Fiddick,
I
what did you
felt-
do?
I made sure that you don't have any problem.
You killed her? Fiddick!
Whoa!
That's not how we saw.
We were past this. We're past.
For a
kill people
fraction
anymore.
for a fraction of a second, Fiddick is the first thought that goes through Fiddick's head is oh damn, that would have been probably better.
Honestly, yeah.
No,
Oh
nothing like I decided to travel light, and in that sense, they're gonna get a gift, right? They're gonna have their gift, and they'll never know it was you, and yeah, there's not going to be any repercussions. It's all going to be fine. Care. Whatever happens, I'm ready to deal. Right? It wasn't supposed to. And he throws a very, I suppose Alder doesn't realize that there's a glare at them, but he's just come on, man.
Wait, what does he do?
So we give you a glare so you
Fiddick, I
it
still
wasn't
I think I
wasn't
would have rather
supposed-
you killed her.
Well, I'm not going around
I wouldn't.
killing people.
No, that's
Sirla.
not seriously, Sirla. I'm sorry. What exactly did you tell her?
Look, it was very simple. Told her I
I
fell
need
in
the
with some
exact
bad.
word.
Okay, fell in with some bad people. Had a past as a thief. Sold the cloak to a fence. Don't know them. Never saw them. Blindfolded. Many steps. Right to get there. So, don't know where it is. I have gold, and I lied perfectly. Right? She never saw it coming.
Did you
And
lie
so,
to her like
You
lied to us?
you lied to her by telling
No,
her that you had stolen the belt.
well, no, well, yes, but it's in. So you see, it's it's
Fiddick,
the details,
Fiddick.
right? Yes.
I do not think you lied to her the way that you think you lied to her.
Please never play
Oh,
poker.
oh, come on. I mean, look, my
I-
wife, my daughter, they both told me I was bad at lying, but I saw it in her eyes, right? She has no clue, no clue. You're good. Everything is fine. We're not going to get problems from them, right? Your name never
Fiddick,
came up, only mine.
Fiddick, please never try to solve one of my problems ever again.
You might come to regret this. I show you a
really-
monkey paw
I
in
really
my backpack
want
that
to
just
be-
curls.
I really want to be open and forthcoming with everyone here, but you all keep fucking me over. I need a second. And Swish is going to once again walk away.
Fiddick is going to be fully unfazed by this because he's like, yeah, Swish is going to come down eventually, and they're going to realize that they have the belt and everything's good. It's just it's a momentary, yeah, it's a momentary problem. I'm not going to. So, anyone want to
Swish-
stop? Maybe boil some water for the mushroom.
Swish will come back a couple minutes later. Look at Fiddick and be like, here. Hand Fiddick the belt and be like, you know what? You need something to replace the cloak. It's your problem now. There, Sirla, problem solved. It's all on Fiddick now. He can solve it however he wants, since he wants to solve everything himself. Or use it if he wants to, because he needs another magic item. Because he
Well, look,
lost his trying to
look.
solve this. It's the least I can do for him.
Okay, we're getting away from the whole spirit of the action here. I did this because you wanted it.
Well,
You said it was
I don't
about
want it anymore. It's too
principles.
much trouble.
I mean, I get that.
Yes, I wanted to sleep with the girlfriend of the man who ripped me off, okay? That's the principle. Are you happy now? That's what you just fucked over your entire life for.
My
Like I
entire
said,
life.
Don't
I think Finnick is just going to laugh at that. Like this is not the most trouble he's been in. There's a goddess torturing my daughter. You think your belt is a problem for me?
Fair enough. All the more reason to take it.
Wish
Fiddick, you're-
you wanted
Fiddick.
it.
Fiddick, you're missing part of the point here in that Swish cares about you more than any stupid belt. And you just decide to take on, like the Dark Knight, decided to take on more burdens at the behest of them without. I mean, I made a similar mistake
really-
recently, so maybe I can't talk about it, but
No, she's completely right. I really, really appreciate what you tried to do. Like, more than you can ever know. People don't do things like that for me. But this being the result is why people shouldn't do things like that for me. And please just take the belt and do with it whatever you see fit. Whether it's use it, return it, please. And thank you.
I knew you cared about people more than you felt. I never doubted it a moment. If you ever ask for it, it's yours. Right? Clear on that?
There.
Maybe we can stitch something on it. Won't look the same. We'll see what I can do. I repaired pants once. Not too terrible with a needle. We'll see what I can do.
Grandma might be able to do something about it.
Every time I
absolutely
hear
right.
about your grandmother, it's in
You will love our grandmother, actually. I miss her.
Sure I do. I'll take your word
It
for
can be
it.
pretty intense. But
I'm okay with it.
I don't know. She's a character, and she's one of the. I don't know. She's one of the stronger myth weavers I've heard of in recent generations. So between her magic, life skills, maybe, and she's also kind of just down for theft in general and arson.
Woman
Yeah, she
after
never had a
my own
problem with
heart.
my.
And Grand Theft
She never had a
Marriage.
problem with my shenanigans. It
No,
was the rest of the
I actually
family.
encouraged it. Yeah.
I take it your grandma was not one of the people who asked Swish out.
I wouldn't think so.
That might have been a sore subject. I am sorry.
Wait, you're cast out? How are we going back? You know what? The Wild Hunt did
I'm
strike.
not banned from the
Innistrad.
village. I'm not
I thought-
banished. I was just sent away to the temple. It's complicated.
It sounds
I'm
like
sure they'll be
banishment to me. Does that sound
I'm sure
like
they will be
banishment
just
to
as
you?
happy to see me as I will be to see them. But as long as they're alive, that's what I care about. So,
I'm
Right.
sorry.
It's okay.
anyway,
It was a valid question.
yeah, no, it's fine. It was a long time ago. I
Long
think
time
we
ago
have,
doesn't make it fine.
well, I guess I don't know. Are we all good now?
I mean, we have a big
know.
problem now because Fiddick kind of has a target on their back from the Swift brands, and
Well,
Look, we'll see
Fuck.
how much problem that actually equals. But honestly, after dealing with Fiacra, Okris, the Grand Priestess, royal marriage, and a belt, honestly, I'd rank the belt right under that mushroom soup over here.
wait, was this the good mushroom or the bad mushroom?
Oh fuck!
Just with a bite taken out of it.
wait, let me see.
And
I
now
don't
the
actually know.
next,
Fiddick,
the
was this a
next
good
session, we're just whatever acid trip you want to give us. That's the game.
It's whatever acid trip Cyrilla's gonna get.
Usually she induces those. But
All right.
are we just going to move on from this? I mean, Fiddick, you kind of. Well, I'd say you could go back to the Feywild if you want, but that's probably worse for you. If
Yeah,
things get too hot.
honestly, I'd rather not. Plus, I intended to look. I haven't told any of you, this, but when I left home, I didn't intend to return. I
Sounds
intended
familiar.
that there would be a person there when I was done. But honestly, I I don't care that much what happens after. Let's just enjoy the Nile. Huh? And this mushroom soup, I still have some cream in the back. And
We're gonna talk about that later.
it'll be fun.
We're gonna make it
I think-
fine.
You do have people that care about you.
I know. I'm happy
Please
to have found.
always remember that.
Hey,
If all else
like,
fails, you can fleece the human lands. I heard they have a lot of bacon there. Less bacon
Oh.
than I thought, first of all, but
nice. No, yeah. Let's try that. I've been hankering a bit of bacon. We've had a lot of fruits and vegetables, and I seem to have lost my purse, so we're going to have to forage a little. Wow.
Wait, you lost
Well-
two?
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
Lots of pickpockets in that
That's-
town. Honestly, it's terrible.
No, on it.
Roll deception, Fiddick.
I don't. I think he automatically rolls a one.
That's- Well, I would say roll deception versus passive insight because Swish is not like
Yeah.
actively
Yeah,
Sure.
yeah.
like inciting that.
Fiddick is
Swish just
bad
thinks,
at lying.
God damn it, we both got
No, I'm
pickpocketed."
just trying to. Okay, nice one, Fiddick.
Wait.
Yeah,
wait,
no, Swish just thinks we both got pickpocketed.
Wait, Swish. Didn't you lose your coin purse too?
Yeah, I think we both got pickpocketed.
Yeah, obviously,
Habit-
when we got out of that boat, we were part of town and we weren't vigilant enough. Drat.
I'm gonna check her.
I told you clouds were a
I
bad
should have
thing.
warned you.
Clouds are evil, and now you have no money.
No, I should have
Well,
warned you. Northern Omgod is notorious for pickpockets.
yeah.
Chula is going to
I-
check to see if her pockets are still
Fortunately, I
there.
only lost like a gold, so hopefully you didn't have much on you.
Yeah, same.
Good. At least they didn't get much. Can make that back in no time.
I still have my pockets, thankfully, and
Oh,
I
good.
mean, you and I were in the woods, though.
this will probably happen back. Wow. Well, at least we still have some funds. It's still a lot. Like we have a few hundred gold, at the very least.
And I still have my clothes for the ball. Can't wait to show you with it. I think I look pretty spiffy in them.
They were very nice.
Thank you. Thank you, Alder. I appreciate that. I think you're just saying it because it's a polite thing to say, but I appreciate the effort.
I mean, they were very. Aren't they like a star theme with dark? Can you stop?
No, I refuse.
It's just
God,
clothes.
She locked me out of my room once because she's like over there fucking with the door.
She has no posable thumbs. You're the
Is that
master.
her- Is that her meow
so it's
or
a
a
trap
door?
It's like a button. It's a button lock.
Oh no. Okay.
Mm.
First mistake.
Yes, you little
Well.
shit. What?
I guess it's something we'll have to live with now. But I guess we'll finish eating up and see the damage on the way home.
It'll be fine. We started out with not a coin to her name. What's the difference? We managed just fine.
I think you were actually in a downward spiral when we first met.
I am not well. I say like just
Yeah.
finished. Like, I'm taking like ladles of soup, and that soup is scalding hot, and it's just like like
Swish is gonna give
gritting
Cyril a
his
look.
teeth.
So I will say at this point it's probably about midday. If you leave for Innistrath tonight, you would probably get there very late, like midnight, 1 or 2 in the morning. Or if you stay, some of those parties, well, you're no longer invited, but
Yeah.
a lot of those parties
Well, we were
might be
already, like-
starting around now.
My clothes.
Yeah, I mean, we were already a
Olivia,
good.
you cannot do this to me.
We were already a good ways out of the city. Like
No,
probably
you
a
didn't get
couple
that
miles.
far.
I'd say a mile or two. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe a mile. Out
Like
of
walking an hour? I don't
23.
know.
Yeah, I mean,
Olivia?
might as well just leave now because they're busy dealing with festivities, but I'd rather not test their response time
Yeah,
of this.
Let's at least make it part way to Innistrad. Although, well, it's not much good arriving in the middle of the night. Yeah, let's just get as far as we can this evening. We'll take a rest and then get there as early as we can tomorrow morning.
I think we should go until we get there. If someone's hurt, we can help with it and still survive.
Also true.
I mean,
kinda-
we've been
I'm good to
doing
keep going.
nothing but rest on that ship. Surely we can push it.
Valid. All right. I'm
I do
absolutely
want to
down
get
to.
as far. I do want to get as far away from crowds as possible, and I like being in a forest again, and not on the ocean. The ocean is fine. Forest is better.
Those are
I
fighting
never want to
words.
hear you say that again.
Mhm.
Hmm.
But
I'm
to
sure
each
I
their
wouldn't
own.
want to hear you. I'm sure I wouldn't want you to hear that the ocean that the ocean is better than the forest. So I suppose that is fair.
I like them both
Well, it is.
equally.
But anyway, I guess straight to Innistrad then.
All right. So next week we will pick up with the trip to Innistrad.
All right.
And this comedy of errors has been brought to you by Fadehome.
We're a fucking mess, y'all. We're
And
professional.
we're gonna
mess.
mess professionally some more next week.
Yep. See you all then.
See you
And
then.
good night.